me today, and we have got a Vauxhall Insignia A 2-litre CDTI with a fault code of P2282 mass airflow sensor performance. Now, to me, just going off that fault code, we've got a bit of a boost leak somewhere. Now, the first thing that we need to be setting up is a smoke machine itself, and it is 12 volts. It'll run straight off your car battery. If you haven't got an external battery on the one on the floor or kicking around your workshop, you can get straight on the vehicle battery, like so. Put it onto your battery terminals. That just plugs back into the machine. Just switch it off for a second. And then we've got a bladder, an expandable bladder, which goes into the intake pipe here. And what we need to do is just unplug the mass airflow sensor itself, and we need to remove the airbox. Now, once we've removed that airbox, we need to just disconnect the breather pipe, because we don't want to be filling the engine, we just want to be filling the intake system. So what we need to do is go into the accessory kit that you get with your smoke machine, and there's various little bungs in there. The various little caps, and what we're going to do, I think it's that one, just blank it off, like so. We can get the bladder, give it a good pumperoonie. And what that does, that gives it a nice tight seal, so you're not leaking anywhere. Get the pipe off the smoke machine now. Give it a couple up, turn the smoke machine back on, and then we need to switch it over to high pressure, and then press the smoke, and then we need to leave that now for a couple of minutes, and that'll fill the whole intake system full of smoke, and it will be looking for leaks. Now, after a minute or so with this smoke machine doing its thing, it has filled the system full of smoke. And just grab my torch-a-rooney. We can quite clearly see by there now we have got a split pipe. Now, I know all them people are going to say, oh, it's a common fault with them. Yes, I know it's a common fault with them, but I just thought I'd show a video diagnosing it and repairing it. Let's crack on. Now, as you can see, I've gone ahead and removed the pipe. It is a little bit fiddly down the bottom there. This little clip on the intercooler itself, you can do it with your fingers, bend it back, and that'll slide out the intercooler. And a little spring clip here, you just pop it out. I find how I do these easy enough is lift the pipe up, pop the clip out, and then it'll just slide straight off. And then also there's another little clip down here which we can salvage and we can reuse again. Get this pipe off this joint now, and we get the new one on. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to fit this joint first to the intercooler, and then we can put the pipe on from underneath the vehicle. It's just a little bit easier to put that clip back on. But first, what we're going to do is slide that pipe down where it should be going, and we can pull it all into place once we're underneath the vehicle. And now we're underneath the vehicle. We have put that joint back on the intercooler, and this little clip here, it is a little bit fiddly. You can use it normally if you've got a bigger one, a normal Jubilee clip, but I like to use the OEM clip for some reason, I don't know why. And now I've crimped it together, it's just with a pair of them. Right, let's get the car down and finish it off. Now we're back down to working height. The intake pipe itself, just grab it at the front, and then it should just click into place like so. And all we need to do now is just put everything back together. And that is the car all back together now. All we're going to do is get it off the ramp and take it for a little bit of a test drive. Now we're out in the car and making sure everything is perfect. Now what I'm going to do is replicate the customer's driving. He was saying as he was going uphill in third gear, the car would go into limp mode and it would reduce performance. So we're just approaching a little bit of a hill now, third gear, put my foot flat on the board. Absolutely perfect. Now I am recording some live data, which I'll show you when I get back to the workshop. Now I'm happy with how the car goes, and the test drive was very successful. Now I'll just show you some live data now. As you can see on the bottom here, these are all the components that I've got. We've got my MAF, vehicle speed, engine speed, and your boost pressure. If I just scroll along, you can see everything is rising and falling as it should, and we've got no boost pressure dropping off. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that little video in between Christmas and New Year. That is me now done until 2024. Now I hope everybody has a happy New Year, and I wish you all the best for 2024. So anyway, Let's get it sent.